What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Tawny Michelle here, back at you again with a weekly reading. And we have a Sagittarius new moon this week, so I'm going to be going into what that's going to be about before we start. The timestamps are down below as always if you want to skip ahead to your sign. But yeah, so let's talk about the astrology for this week very quickly. We have a Sag new moon happening Tuesday morning. It is Monday evening at the time that I'm filming this. So the Sagittarius new moon happens Tuesday morning, and the Sagittarius new moon is going to be in aspect to Chiron. So in my opinion, this Sagittarius new moon is going to be super healing. I really feel like it's going to be that blank slate moment where we feel like, okay, I want to take off. I know what I want to do. I have a goal. I have a purpose. I have a vision, and I want to achieve that. Also, what's going on this week is we have Neptune going direct as well towards the end of this week. And what this is going to feel like, Neptune has been retrograde basically since like way back towards like almost right before summer, I believe. So basically when Neptune goes direct, it's going to feel like a reality check kind of moment, like the rose-colored glasses lifted, the veil lifted kind of moment, kind of like sleeping Beauty waking up from her slumber in a way. So definitely make sure that you are watching out for that. But that's going to be like the main energy, I think, this week in my opinion. As always, we are doing a Sagittarius new moon ritual over on my Patreon, which is always linked down below. So if you would like to be a part of that, make sure you sign up. And the Sagittarius new moon ritual, we will be making wish oil and doing the ritual to welcome in the Sagittarius energy, to welcome in Sagittarius season, and setting our intentions for December. So anyways, that is everything. Also, I am going to be coming out with the December 2019 readings very, very soon, starting this week. So make sure your notification bell is turned on. And if you haven't seen my last video where I went over how to find your own personal tarot birth cards, because you have specific birth cards in the regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck that point to your life path, your destiny, and all of that. And it's super, super fun. So if you haven't seen that last video, definitely make sure you go check it out. And let's get into it. We're going to start with the fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, and then move on to the earth signs, then the air signs, and the water signs. Timestamps are down below. Let's go. Alrighty, so Sagittarius, since it is your birthday, we are going to be starting with you guys. So, oh, look at this. Ninth house, faith is your first card, and that's crazy because you guys are the natural rulers of the ninth house, and we are having this Sag new moon this week in your first house. So this is really, I think, going to be about faith for you. This is really going to be about, you know, what you want out of life. What is the meaning of your life? What is the purpose of your life? What is your purpose? You are wrapping up these Jupiter, this Jupiter aspect that you guys have been having with Jupiter going through your sign. And so you guys are finally wrapping that up this next week, basically. This is like the last week, full week, that Jupiter will be in your guys' sign. So take advantage of it. What do you like? What did it give you? It's been in your sign since around this time last year. So what blessings did it give you in your life? Have you seen the blessings? Or because there's been blessings, whether you see them that way or not. So definitely be looking for that with the ninth house faith here. We also have Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So maybe you guys have been going through a little bit of a renewal of faith, a little bit of reinvention of faith. Maybe you guys have been studying other philosophies, other religions, other cultures, traveling possibly. There's just like a renewal of faith, I feel, this week, especially with this new moon happening in your sign. Ooh, then we have Pluto in the 8th house reversed. So this is very scorpionic energy. Both of these cards are. The 8th house says this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. And then Pluto says your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. So definitely a transformation of faith here. I feel like you guys are reinventing yourselves. You guys are reinventing what it is that you want out of life. Once Jupiter moves into Capricorn, it's going to be in the sign right next to yours. So it is going to start expanding and teaching you lessons in your money areas. And with Mercury retrograde just went through, you know, the sign of Scorpio, all that scorpionic energy. So this is very much transformational for you guys this week. I feel that some of you guys are ending things in some way. Some of you guys are getting closure or closing things out in some way. Some of you guys are finally letting go of past relationships or relationships that just no longer work, whether they're intimate or otherwise. It's really, really good. Like, I really don't see these two being reversed as bad. Now, I do feel like some of you guys may have been stuck for a little bit, but this week with the Faith card, I feel like it's time to have faith. It's time to reinvent your faith. It's time to find that faith in yourself and in life again. And that is how you will move through this energy this week. So we also have number 81, leadership. And then we have number 11, individuality. So yes, some of you guys could be, okay, I feel like some of you guys are struggling with your faith. Some of you guys are struggling this week with reinventing yourself. Maybe you've been too caught up in other people or what other people want of you or what other people think of you. And I really feel like this is saying once you embrace your individuality this week, once you embrace who you are, reinvent your faith within yourself, transform your faith within yourself, that is when you will gain like leadership over the situation. People will look to you for advice this week. People will look to you for deep conversations, deep meaning. And I feel like you guys are a little bit on the hunt for a deeper meaning this week. Like, you guys are on the hunt for like a deep transformational outlook on things, like renewal of things in some way. You guys need to get intimate with your faith because something I feel is somewhat holding you back, and I really feel like it has to do with your individuality, owning your darkness, owning the darker parts of you, your shadow self, because that's what these two cards are all about. So, and then the last two cards you have, Sagittarius, is the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. So definitely could be about finances too. There could be some financial stuff that comes up this week. You could be ending some contracts or going over some contracts, going over a divorce or some kind of legal stuff, something to do with shared resources, shared finances, and possibly a business relationship or an old intimate relationship or in a current intimate relationship, just something along those lines. I really feel like with the Two of Pentacles here. So you're really kind of juggling back and forth. And I feel like some of you guys are a little bit stuck, like I was saying before. With the Knight of Pentacles here, I really think that some of you are just, it's kind of like you're moving back and you're going back and forth. You're juggling two things because you want to do something the right way. Because with Mercury retrograde here, you don't want to have to go back and redo it again. So this week, it's like really about doing something the right way, like quality over quantity kind of thing, like just getting something done, just really like going back and taking your time with it instead of trying to do it really quickly. So that is what I'm getting for you guys, Sagittarius. Hopefully it ends up resonating. Definitely let me know down below what you guys thought about this. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. And let's go ahead and move on to Aries. What is going on, Aries? Welcome to your weekly messages. So let's see what's going on with you guys for this coming week, which is also the Sag New Moon, the week of the Sagittarius New Moon. So the first card we have, no surprise, is your card, Aries, I am energy. So this is all about your identity, the way other people see you, who you think you are, all of that. We also have Jupiter return reversed benefits. So we'll get to it. We have the 10th house, which says your achievements and status in the outside world. Okay. We have Pisces reversed, which says this energy is wishful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens the resolve. Okay. We have Pride, number 19. We have Change, number 5. And then we have the 7 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay. There is something I feel like you guys can't see clearly. You guys could be a little bit caught up in ego this week. I'm not going to lie. There's something you want to ram. There's something that you want to do with your Aries I am card. But with Jupiter return benefits and 10th house, I kind of feel like there's something going on in the career. There's something going on with your achievements, the path that you've been walking down, the direction that you're going, your status out in the world. and maybe you feel like you haven't reaped the benefits that you deserve in some way this week. This inner, like with Pisces reversed, I feel like there's a little bit of confusion here. There's a little bit of not being able to see things clearly. And then we also have the Page of Cups here. So I feel like something could be changing this week because we have change. I feel like we have something possibly changing this week, and then you may get a little bit defensive. You may feel like the underdog in a situation this week, and it's kind of hurting your pride in a way, Aries. It's not like that bad, but I know it's not very positive. I get it. But I kind of feel like it's really important for you to have compassion. It's really important for you to let go, surrender, and really go with the flow. Because you're just not seeing things clearly. You're really not. You're not seeing things clearly. There could be something that you want to do with teaching or helping someone learn, but maybe you need to develop a little bit more compassion. Maybe you need to work on your pride a little bit more. That could be like holding you back a little bit. And yeah, I mean, with change here, it's like something needs to kind of change for you to be able to move forward is really what I'm seeing here. So yeah, I feel like you guys could be a little bit defensive this week, especially in the career department or when it comes to where you're going. You're like ready to take off, but there's something that's holding you back. And you could end up a little bit in your pride, right? You could end up a little bit in your ego. So you really have to watch out for that week, or you really have to watch out for that this week, Aries. You would think, you know, with Mercury retrograde now being in shadow and moving forward, my communication would be better, but it's not. So just excuse that. So yeah, you can watch your other signs too, Aries, if that didn't resonate. And we are going to move on to Leo. What is going on, Leo? Welcome to your weekly readings for the Sagittarius New Moon. So let's look at your cards. We have Capricorn, I use. We have Leo, I will. Surprise, surprise. We have Chiron reversed. We have Taurus reversed. Okay. And then we'll get to the rest in a minute. So with with Capricorn, I use. Leo, I will. I feel like you guys are really wanting to do something this week. Like really wanting to put your foot down, really wanting to do something this week. It's like you're really motivated to work on things that you're passionate about. But with Chiron reverse, it could have something to do with learning or mastering your fears, mastering over healing. There's something that's holding you back, I feel, money-wise. There's something that you need to heal when it comes to money, your possessions, your self-worth, all of that. Taurus says, the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So I feel like, yeah, there's something like slowing you down a little bit this week. I feel like you're being asked to go back and look at something, to heal something. The Sagittarius New Moon, like I said in the beginning, is going to be in a great aspect with Chiron. So this is very much so about healing something. This is very much so about, you know, being able, like Chiron, the card says, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach and learn remedies. So there's something that's calling you to backtrack a little bit to figure it out again. The next card we have is Love Partnership, number 26. We have Effort, number 13. So this definitely could be something to do with a relationship as well, that comes up this week. And then Effort, that kind of goes along with really wanting to work on something, really wanting to do something. Oh, and then we also have the Sun and the Four of Swords. So yes, Leo, it's kind of like, I feel that this could either be a very healing week, or this could be a week where something gets you kind of down, where your energy is kind of low, which sucks. And I really hope not, because I've already had low energy like the last week or so. And I'm just like, oh, I just want to have motivation again. But yeah, so you guys could maybe need to rest up. Maybe you guys need to sleep and get your energy back. Spend time in nature. Take things slower. You know, like this is literally taking things slow, worrying about your health, your vitality, sleep. You know what I mean? Also, some of you could be sick or have like a cold or a virus or something. That could be something as well. But it's really about putting the effort in, but being like patient with yourself, because I feel like there's all these things that you want to do this week. There's all this effort that you want to put in, but something's going on, whether with the partnership, with how you feel, with not being motivated enough, with money, with a wound that needs to be healed, something along those lines. Those are the themes that you guys are going to experience this week, Leo. So hopefully that ends up resonating with you guys. Definitely let me know down below, as always. And we are going to move on to my earth signs. So let's go ahead and get into it for Capricorn. Let's do this. So the first card we have is Uranus. We then have 4th house, roots. Interesting. We have Gemini reversed. We have Jupiter reversed. We have parenting. We have environment. We have 10 of Cups and 9 of Wands. Wow, definitely a lot of family stuff seems to be coming up here, Cappy. So, woo. Okay, so we have 4th house, roots, and then we have parenting and environment. So we have Uranus here as well. So there could be some surprises in the home life this week, or with the past. Something with the past could come back up. There could be some surprises, maybe a conversation. With Gemini reverse, this could be an argument or something. Someone being mischievous or not informing you of something. And with Jupiter reversed, your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck, it's like someone has a lack of faith here, and someone may be communicating that to you, or maybe you did as a child. Something is coming up here from the past that's going to surprise you, and it may involve some kind of conversation or just something that you think about that maybe you forgot about. And maybe it has to do with the way that you were parented, or your own parents, whatever the case may be, or the environment that you grew up in, or the environment that you live in now. Okay, there's a lot of parenting. Now, this could also be your children if you have children as well. Somebody is determined, though. Somebody is determined and does not like what's going on with the family. It's like someone is a little bit on the fence, basically, or is a little bit defensive now. With Gemini here, this can also be siblings or friends. Like Gemini is also about the environment that you're in. So the environment of your home or your family could get a little bit all over the place, and it could definitely have to do with your beliefs, Capricorn, or their beliefs, something along those lines. And something kind of surprising could happen, something kind of out of nowhere could happen. I don't really think it's anything too crazy, because I just think it may be like an argument or some kind of information that's found out, or just someone, some kind of like opposition, basically, is what I'm getting here. But really it's about parenting, your roots, your past, your environment, children, childhood, all of that, and faith. I mean, we have Uranus upright and Jupiter reversed, so this is kind of like, you know, like use your logic, like think outside of the box. If someone's trying to get you to believe something, or if there's an old belief that you have from childhood that's not working out for you anymore, because it's not your belief in the first place or something along those lines, then you may need to take a look at that. But that is what I'm getting for you guys, Capricorn. Definitely interesting. Let me know how this ends up working out down below. As always, you guys know I love to hear your feedback and stuff. So anyways, we are going to move on to Taurus. What is going on, Taurus? Welcome to your weekly messages for this coming week, the week of the Sagittarius New Moon. So let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Ooh, okay, so we have lunar eclipse change. We have the 7th house reversed, partners. Okay, definitely relationship stuff, change in relationship stuff. The 9th house reversed, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Okay, so there's been a relationship, I feel, that has had you a little bit stuck for a while, whether it's a business relationship, romantic relationship, personal relationship, whatever you want to call it. Something is changing here. I feel like some of you are leaving a certain relationship, friendship, whatever behind, that isn't helping you grow spiritually, that just isn't a part of your spiritual journey anymore. Like they've fulfilled their purpose, basically, is what I'm getting from this. We then have Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So yeah, I feel like, honestly, Taurus, I feel like there's some kind of change in your guys' relationship, possibly, or any relationship, because of either work, career, or someone was basically using you in some way. That's kind of how I feel. And I feel like you may forgive them because we have forgiveness here. And that's fine. Like you can, like, it's good to forgive people. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't forgive people, but when it comes to take them back, that's a different story. Maybe you're just becoming friends with someone instead of romantically involved or something, or maybe this is a work thing. I don't know, but I really feel like there's somebody that has done everything that they can do for you on their path. Or on your spiritual path. Like they've fulfilled their purpose on your path, like what they were put in your life to do, it's been fulfilled. And I swear to God, I cannot make this up, we have number 56, relationship change, which goes with change and the 7th house, partners. I do not look at these cards, guys, when I draw them, I swear. So yeah, there's definitely some changes in your relationships. It's time to broaden your horizons. It's time to have faith in yourself and how you can finally move and get to the top of the mountain. You can do it without them, I promise. Like, you may also be forgiving yourself. Like maybe there's something that happened. Maybe this is something that happened in the past, and this week it's bringing it up so you can forgive yourself, because maybe you took it out on yourself or something, whatever happened with them, and maybe it wasn't necessarily all your fault or whatever. Ooh, and then we have the Hermit and the Lovers. Okay, so this is definitely removing yourself from a situation, removing yourself from a relationship, removing yourself from something that is no longer working out for you guys anymore, Taurus. I really see the Hermit, especially in a relationship reading, as single, as kind of going off on your own, whether it's just for a break or not. There's some kind of relationship. I mean, it can't be more clear in this reading. Like every single thing is about this. And so to me, this is like something's over. There's some kind of connection, some kind of relationship, some kind of business thing that is freaking over this week. Or at least like is being moved on from in some way. Okay, so some situation that is changing in some way. Okay, so definitely let me know how this ends up working out below. I feel like some of you guys could be making the decision to move on yourself. Yeah. And like I said, for some of you, this could be in the past, but you're like just forgiving, you know, like you're just like, okay, whatever, like I'm not going to let this tear me down anymore. But I'm also not going to like rekindle my shit with them. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm getting for you guys, Taurus. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this ends up resonating. Definitely let me know down below as always. I love you guys, and we are going to move on to my Virgos. What is going on, Virgo-licious, and welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and do your weekly reading. This week we have the Sag New Moon, which is awesome. So yeah, the first card you have is the 1st house, which is all about the body. The second card you have is Void of course, Moon missing. We then have the 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. You guys are the natural rulers of the 6th house. We then have Leo energy reversed, not surprising. This energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Okay, so we will stop there for now. Okay, so we have first house body, void of course, moon, the 6th house, and Leo reverse. So, I feel like this week, Virgo, you guys are going to start paying attention to something that you lost within yourself. And I really think it has to do with your self-confidence, with your self-belief, because you've been so focused on helping others, serving others, duty, work, health, and maybe you're going to be focusing on your health this week to get into shape. Like you're sick of maybe missing certain meals, or like you're sick of, you know, a certain diet that you've been on, or not being on a diet, or something along those lines. And I really think that this week you're going to be paying attention to your health, your daily routines, getting more organized, and getting yourself in shape in some way. I really see that as well. And with this Leo energy reversed, this is all about believing in yourself. Maybe you've been kind of missing the motivation, missing the self-belief, missing the passion, missing the desire to really work on yourself, to really get into shape. And this week you're like, okay, I got to do something. And that's going to help you get into confidence, because you're going to be proud of yourself for doing the things that you've been putting off, basically. We also have patience. We have happy ending. So it really goes along with everything I was just saying. So basically with patience, it's like be patient with yourself. You know, you will get to where you want to be in time. If this is about like health and daily routine, this could be about work too. Maybe you just don't, but we do have the first house here. So it's either work, well, it's either health or confidence. I feel like it could be confidence at work. And then we also have happy ending. So I really feel like if you're patient, it will play out the way that you want. We then have the Hierophant and the Page of Wands. So once again, just finding that motivation, learning as much as you can. You could feel, it also may be time to go on a little bit of adventure, do something new, do something a little bit more out of the box, explore your options. That's kind of what I see here. You're going to be exploring your options. You may need a guide or someone to help you, maybe like if it does involve like working out or something, maybe you need like a teacher or, you know, a coach or whatever that will help you. I really feel that for you guys, Virgo. But just explore your options. That's really what I see here. Explore your options. You will find the right ones. You could be learning something new this week, like really looking into things, really researching things to do with health, to do with exercise and all of that. But yeah, that is basically what I am seeing for you guys, Virgo. Definitely let me know down below if it ended up resonating for you guys. And yeah, we are going to move on to air signs. What is going on, Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading. So let's see what's going on with us for this week. So we have 7th house, partners. So this is about relationships of any kind, business, personal relationships, etc. So we then have Saturn, truth. Okay, we then have the 2nd house reversed, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. Okay. And we have the 3rd house, your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. Okay. So this is interesting. I definitely feel like some of you guys could be meeting someone this week. You guys could be, really we kind of have a theme here with like money, relationships, and communication, truth. Some of you guys could be going out to do things this week, or maybe you're meeting up with people this week, something along those lines. Now, there's also, I feel, there could be an issue with money though, with the 2nd house reversed, or what you're putting value into. It may be a good idea to be honest with yourself and really balance out your finances this week. Maybe you're wanting to spend a little bit more than usual, especially if you're like out and about or something, okay? Now, there could be a conversation or some kind of truth that needs to be had with your partner, if you have a partner, about money, or just with someone in general about money. We also have rebirth. abundance, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So this definitely looks like you could be meeting people or hanging out with friends this week, or maybe a friend comes to you for something this week, something along those lines, or that you could be having a conversation with someone about money, kind of like I said before. I feel like you're kind of at this like rebirth moment, this truth moment with your values and like what you put value into. Like maybe you're no longer putting value into the things that you used to put value in. And you know, the third house, Sagittarius, is the third sign from Libra, and we are in Sag season. So, you know, this is going to be about your neighborhood, your local environment, and what you're learning. And I feel like, you know, you're moving out of this second house energy into this third house energy. And so yeah, that is basically what I am seeing for you guys, Libra. Maybe you and your partner are going out and doing something this week, or maybe you're hanging out with people this week. You may be looking at wealth or value a little bit differently than you used to be, with abundance here and the second house rebirth, or the second house reversed here and rebirth. So that's good as well. There could be some business things if you run a business or are involved in a business somehow that come up this week as well. But I really don't see anything bad. I just would make sure like you're watching what you spend, something along those lines. There could be some kind of truth about money that comes out from your partner as well. So that is what I am seeing for you guys, Libra. Definitely let me know down below how it ends up playing out for you. If it ends up resonating, you can also come back at the end of the week if it's not resonating just yet, and watch it again then, or you can watch your other signs as well to see if that's resonating more. So we are going to move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on with your week. These are your weekly messages. We have Grand Trine, blessings, beautiful. We have Leo, I will, reversed. We have Sagittarius, imbues power, superior confidence and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Okay. We also have Libra reversed. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Okay. We also have individuality. We have moderation. We have the Four of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, wow. So Aquarius, you guys are like breaking free from something. Your blessing that is coming with this Jupiter Venus energy very much so has to do with, I really believe, someone else. With you being true to yourself, with Leo, I will, reversed, you having faith in yourself and having a goal instead of just seeing the goal and dreaming the goal, actually doing something about it. But it may disrupt the harmony in a situation, and I feel like that's what's holding you back. But it's important to be your individual self, because I feel like with moderation here, you've been really trying to balance out a situation. You've been really trying to moderate a situation for a while now. Maybe you have to like do this in moderation for some of you. You know, maybe like, I know a lot of you guys related to my Aquarius reading for November. So I know a lot of you guys are like thinking about moving or leaving a certain environment or job or whatever. And so I feel like you have the desire, you have the want to do it, but you just don't have the something to back you up. Whether it's money or whether it's something, I'm not sure, but there's something that you're having to do in moderation, whether it's save money or tell someone, like tell one person at a time something, I'm not sure. We also have the Lovers and the Four of Swords. So this is definitely like breaking off some kind of commitment, I feel, or some kind of commitment, some kind of decision really has you down, really has you kind of staying silent for the moment this week, because you're trying to keep the harmony, you're trying to keep the balance. And so you're doing something a little bit in moderation because you don't want to cause a scene with Leo reversed here. But at the same time, it's like you need to embrace your individuality. You know what I mean? So this is really interesting. Definitely let me know if this is accurate down below. I think Sagittarius is going to give you that enthusiasm because this is all about your goals, your wishes, like where you're going, your purpose. And so I think the Sagittarian energy is really going to give you that enthusiasm to do something different. You just have to trust and have faith in it and be able to take that step. You know what I mean? So definitely let me know if this is accurate down below. I'd love to know. And I wish you guys good luck, Aquarius. We are going to move on to Gemini. What is going on, Gemini? Let's see what's going on with you guys for this coming week for the Sagittarius New Moon and all of that. We have Aries, I am reversed. We have the earth element stability upright. We have the sun reversed. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. Okay. We have the 8th house upright. So what I see here is you guys are trying to avoid a change, avoid something that you really, really want, avoid who you are to be stable in some way. Because the 8th house is about transformation, shared resources, intense emotions, all of that. So with Aries, I am in the sun reversed, you guys are ignoring your purpose, your destiny, who you are as a person. Like, it's not coming out, or you guys are wrapped up in ego because you feel safe, like you feel stable in some kind of situation this week, whether it's business, money related, relationship related, whatever. There's something that is making you feel safe, so you're scared to shine the light on who you really are. You're scared to do something. We also have change, effort, the 9 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, so you guys are in a comfort zone that you do not want to change, that you do not want to get out of, but something's going to change here. Like, you're going to kind of be forced to do something, you know what I mean? Some of you may feel stuck a little bit as well this week with something, but if you put in the effort to like start being yourself and shine the light on who you really are, to go after your own purpose, to be yourself, then things will come naturally, you know what I mean? And you won't have to like, I hope that makes sense. Basically, I feel like you guys are in your comfort zone and you need to explore. Okay, like there's something that you're not exploring because you're wrapped up in this comfort zone of stability. It feels stable, it feels safe. And so it's like with the 8th house here, it's time for a change, it's time for a transformation. Also with change here, it's like, but I feel like with effort and stability, it's like it's going to be a lot of work, or it's going to be, or you may feel like all your efforts to get stable up until this point have went to waste somehow if you make the change. This could also involve your health in some way as well. Gemini with the sun reversed and 8th house here. It's like you don't want to do something because you don't, the stability or the money or something along those lines. I hope that makes sense. But you have options with the Page of Wands here. There could also be news coming in that you don't want to act on because of insecurity or instability. Like you don't want things to be unstable. So anyways, Gemini, that is what I'm getting for you guys. You can check your other signs as well down below. And we are going to move on to water signs. What is going on, Cancer? Welcome back to the channel, and let's go ahead and look at your guys' weekly messages for the Sagittarius New Moon. So the first card you guys have is Blessings, Grand Trine in reverse. You guys have Saturn return age upright. You guys have the Moon, your card reversed. It says your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. You guys have Libra energy upright. This energy is diplomatic, gracious. It seeks harmony and balance and in relationships. So let's stop there for now. So with Grand Trine, Blessings, and reverse, and Saturn return age, I feel like you guys are possibly looking back on your lives, maybe your childhood a little bit this week in regards to a relationship. Maybe there's a relationship from your past, or a relationship maybe with your parent or a parent, or just a relationship in general that's having you guys look back on your childhood a little bit. I really see like a reminiscing on your life to find the balance, to weigh out the scales somehow, to really be able to maybe clear the karmic debt in a way, or find the pattern in some way, and to really balance out the scales. Like, that's really what I am seeing here. It's looking back on your challenges, the unconscious emotions and responses that you have that were possibly caused by something when, you know, in your life, whether it was a relationship or not, but this could be affecting your current relationship somehow. Let's see what else you have. We have creativity, spiritual career, cool. We have the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So there's definitely kind of like a balancing act going on here with the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Also with creativity, I feel like when we work on our shadows, when we work on our stuff from the past, we are able to unlock some like gifts that we have that maybe we didn't realize we have. With spiritual career, I kind of feel like some of you that are watching this are possibly into some form of spirituality, or want to help people within your career in some way, or within your life in some way. But first you have to like figure out what it is that you want with this Two of Pentacles, and what it is that's holding you back that you don't consciously see. It's like in your there's something in your subconscious with the moon here. There's something that you may be hiding from yourself, and once you can look at your lessons as blessings, that's when everything changes. That's when you can start healing and bring that creativity out of you, bring those spiritual gifts out of you. Now, like I said, this could have been with a relationship. This could have been in any relationship, really. Something along those lines. But I feel like, you know, with Saturn return age here, it's like you're maturing. You're learning how to look at yourself. You're learning how to deal with emotions from the past regarding relationships, regarding things that may have seemed unfair, and bring them to a synergy, bring them to harmony, which in return is going to unlock your creativity and help your spirituality, help your career, help your path, your direction, and you're going to be able to help other people. You could be meeting up with old friends this week or something along those lines. But you're really bringing things together here. I feel like maybe you're bringing people together from the past or from your childhood, something along those lines. So that is what I'm getting for you guys, Cancer. Definitely let me know down below if it ends up resonating. You can always watch your other signs as well. And we are going to move on to Scorpio. What is going on, Scorpio? These are your weekly messages for the Sagittarius New Moon, which is happening this week, and just for the week in general. So first card you have is Saturn Truth reversed. We then have Libra I Balance reversed. We have Sagittarius upright. We have the 7th house reversed. Oh wow. Okay, so there is some issues, I feel, when it comes to your relationship sector. There's possibly going to be an imbalance this week, especially when it comes to like what one of you wants. Like one of you really wants to do something, one of you really wants like or believes in something, and maybe the other one doesn't, right? With Saturn Truth reversed here, it's kind of like there is a disharmony when it comes to your truth or their truth, or what they want to do or what you want to do. With all this Libra and 7th house energy here, this can also be about, you know, having to accept some kind of truth that maybe you haven't wanted to for a while for some reason. The Sagittarius card says, this energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So yeah, this is about finding your faith. You know, maybe you've been a little bit dishonest, or they have, or you've just been dishonest with yourself about something, and that's causing some kind of issue in the relationship that needs to be harmonized in some way. Okay, now this doesn't always have to be romantic. This can be a relationship, a personal relationship with anyone. Next card we have is domestic harmony. We have individuality, and these two really go with this. It's like there's something that someone really wants to do, but maybe they're holding themselves back and for the sake of the relationship, to harmonize the relationship or to be the peacekeeper or something. And so this is really much about harmony and embracing your individuality, like not pleasing other people and doing what you want living in your own truth, right? We also have the Hanged Man and the Six of Cups. So this is definitely, this could be revisiting something from the past or looking at the past with a new perspective. So this could just be a relationship in the past, Scorpio. This doesn't have to be a current relationship either, but the patterns in your life where maybe you did not embrace your individuality, or somebody, or you didn't let someone else embrace theirs. You know what I mean? There's some kind of pattern here, I feel, with Saturn and the Six of Cups here and Libra. It's really about harmony this week. It's really about pausing and really looking at the situation from a different perspective, and getting creative about it, like embracing your individuality. And, you know, some of you could be a little bit nostalgic this week or reminiscing on the past. And it's really important for you to see the whole individuality part of it. It's really important for you to see it from a new perspective, okay, Scorpio? So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it resonated. Let me know down below. And we are going to move on to Pisces. What is going on, Pisces? These are your weekly messages for this week. We are also having the Sagittarius New Moon this week. So if you want to think of these messages as they are for that too, that is fine. The first card you guys have is Venus, which is love. The next card you guys have is Void of Course, Moon missing. The 11th house reversed, where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Okay. We have your we have Jupiter, which is about your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. So very, very interesting. There's something that either on the love front that I feel like is possibly holding you back from your wishes, your friends, or social occasions. There's something here. There's something to do with either friends that are holding you back from love, or love that are holding you back from friends, or something to do with friends here that you're missing out on. It's like you miss out on something. That's kind of what I feel for this. Like there's something you really want to do, there's something you really love to do, but you're missing out for some reason. It's almost like there's a delay, or something happens to where you can't go, or you can't be a part of it. And with Jupiter here, I really feel like this is saying to have faith in the bigger picture that you can't see, because something is happening that you can't see here. Your other cards are effort and time out. Ooh, okay, so yeah, this is very much about, I feel like the universe is kind of sitting you down this week. There's something that you really want to do, but like I said, it's like you can't be a part of it for some reason. And so it's important to have faith that this is happening for a reason, okay? So another way you could work with this energy is by really letting your creative skills out, working with beauty, working with creativity. Maybe there's a creative block this week or something. That could be it as well. But with effort here, I kind of feel like you're going to be putting a lot of effort into doing something or getting something right, but it's really important that you take some time out, that you take a time to yourself. I really think that the universe may like sit you down this week, Pisces, for some reason, because the next card we have is the Four of Swords. So this is like major, like, okay, hold on a second, hold up a second, like, you know, some kind of delay, some kind of push, setback, something. And you may be determined, you're like, no, I don't want to, you know, but just trust that this is happening for a reason. This is teaching you something, and maybe you don't want to go in the first place. Maybe something crazy is going to happen, and that's why it's happening. So really just trust the universe on this. That's what I would do. Seriously, if you can. I really feel like it's probably protecting you, you know? It's probably protecting you from something, but you may not see that. So I don't know, that's a strange one, but that's what I'm getting for you guys, Pisces. So definitely let me know down below how that ends up playing out, because I'm very curious. So anyway, so that is all for the weekly messages. Hopefully these were helpful for you guys. I love you, and I will see you this week with the other videos.